Right now, we're under caution, but we're getting ready to go back to green. Richard Petty has the lead. Buddy Baker, Darrell Waltrip, and David Pearson are right behind him, and having seen 40 lead changes already, I think we're going to see a few more.
Heavy traffic is all bunched up for this restart. At the dogleg, Waltrip moves up alongside Petty, and this time he's not to be denied. Entering the first turn, Darrell Waltrip puts the Terminal Transport Chevy number 17 out in front. That makes the 43rd lead change of the race. Darrell has no time to bask in the glory of the lead. On the back straight, they're all after him. And at the end of the chute, they've got him. In turn 3, it looks like a fighter squadron. Petty, Baker, Waltrip with Pearson in the pocket. Through 4, Baker and Waltrip dive into the low groove, and they both pass Petty. Pearson also passes to move into 3rd. Richard may be having trouble. Petty is in trouble. He's slowed down considerably and begins to drop down on the apron. Now Richard Petty brings the Dodge Charger into the pits with a broken suspension. His crew was worried about the windshield holding together. The suspension system came as a surprise. This puts one of the strongest competitors in the business out of the race. As he climbed out, a pressurized water tank exploded. Pit personnel scattered in all directions. 2 were injured. Meanwhile, on the track, David Pearson takes over the lead in his Mercury number 21 when Buddy Baker heads for the pits. This is Baker's last scheduled stop of the day. They give him fuel and right side rubber. Bud Moore and the crew match Buddy's speed on the track by getting him out in an unbelievable 12.4 seconds. That's the kind of teamwork that wins a race. On the next lap, Dick Brooks in car 90 inherits the lead when Pearson and Waltrip both head for the pits at the same time. As with Baker, this will be their last scheduled pit stop. However, neither David nor Darrell got new tires. It was fuel only. Buddy has new tires on the right side. This could make a difference. Darrell Waltrip pulls into the pits with engine troubles. His crew go under the hood, and Darrell will return to the race. On the track, the Baker-Pearson battle is a spectacle in speed. 2 of the finest stock car drivers circling the fastest track in the world at speeds of nearly 192 miles per hour. Just a few feet apart. There's no room for a mistake. This is the greatest racing in America. For the past 2 laps, Buddy Baker has been stretching his lead over Pearson. He has the Ford positively wound out. There is no more, and they're coming up on the white flag. There it is, 1 more lap to go, and the crowd is delirious because now David Pearson is beginning to close. The Silver Fox is famous for last lap finishes. Now, can he do it? With $25,000 on the win spot, both cars are wound to the limit. Tack needles way over the red line. 2 4-wheeled missiles are screaming down the back chute, and David is closing. Now into turn 4, there have been 52 lead changes thus far. David Pearson is trying desperately to make it 53. There goes the slingshot out of the dogleg, but he can't do it. Buddy Baker wins the 5th annual Winston 500. David Pearson has to settle for 2nd. Dick Brooks takes 3rd, and Darrell Waltrip finishes 4th. Buddy Baker picks up his pit crew and heads for victory lane. Owner and crew chief Bud Moore tips his hat to a champion. David Pearson has won this race 3 times. Today, Buddy Baker beat the master of Talladega in a flat-out, no-holds-barred run for the wire. Out of 8 super speedway victories, Buddy said, this was the greatest win in his career.